What's up everybody, Blind George D here, and we're here for yet another episode of Gran Turismo Sport. We're following on from our last video on the money hunt again to try and get the extra 50% bonus that we were really hoping to get last time. It's 110,000 extra on top of the 220,000 bonus you already get for doing the race. Just less than 10 minutes to do the whole thing. If you're good at maths, 330,000, just under 10 minutes, that's just less than $1 million in just less than half an hour. So really good way to earn some money and get the car that you're so longing to get. Now, the thing here is that you've got to be level 20 to be able to do this race. If you're not level 20, then I have another recommendation for you. So it's based on the campaign section and it's on the driving school. So the driving school, you can see I've got 100% here. Really good to do. It teaches you a lot about the game itself and about certain ways of driving. If you're quite new to driving games and things like that, then it's definitely really good to do. You get quite a lot of XP, and you can see you get a few gift cards as well. Gives you a few cars through the group, so it means you can do a variety of races. Gives you some more choice really when you finish doing this. You can go online, you can use these cars as well. So as you can see all the way through, if you get all the way, you win a lot of XP. You'll probably get to close to level 20. You'll get some free cars, and the final car is the Audi R18 Group 1 car, which is what this race is as well. So definitely worth doing this if you're not already level 20, or if you need a Group 1 car. If you don't have 1,000,000 credits, then also a way to get one for free. Takes a little bit of time, but like I said, you learn trail braking, you learn other things like that, so it's really good to do. I enjoyed it. Definitely I enjoyed it. R18 is my favourite Group 1 car that I have. I only have 2 of them. The other one is the Sauber Mercedes, which you actually use on the Lewis Hamilton Time Trial Challenge on the Nürburgring Nordschleife. Found it quite boaty, so we'll stick with the R18 as we used in the last video. Absolutely love it. And you can see it's at the top there. So the race is on the professional league. If you've not seen the previous video that I've done, then I will quickly explain it again. It's right at the very bottom in the Group 1 Cup. There's 7 races. I've only done one of them. It's the race at Monza. It's 7 laps, 3.5 miles, and 220,000 for getting first place. Extra 50% for getting a clean race. Never managed to get one due to sloppy errors and things like that. Lapse of concentration. So really gonna try today to get that extra 50%. As we said, Audi R18 doesn't really need much more explaining. So really determined today to get that extra bonus, just so I can show you guys and prove to myself that you can actually do that as well. So it's a bit of a challenge. You do have to go a little bit slower through the first kind of lap or so. Make sure that you don't touch anybody going through. The AI can be a little bit, I don't know, not very careful when you're side by side, so you might get a touch if you're not super cautious. So we'll try have a mix. We'll try push it a bit, and we'll try have some good racing, but also make sure that we don't have any errors or silly mistakes or silly touches. Just quickly run through the setups. We've got a 123 power ratio. Never actually driven the car on stock, but yeah, nothing wrong with more power. Traction control, we're on 0 because we're using a G29 steering wheel and pedals. You end up being a bit faster, and it's a lot more fun. Running the racing softs. Brake balance, not bothered changing it. You can change that throughout the game, throughout the race, sorry, on the fly. I can map my steering wheel so you're able to do that. Suspension, standard. Aero, standard. Drivetrain, standard. And transmission, standard. I am pretty lazy. I know you can change these. I'm not pushing for a world record time. Car's easy enough to handle. It's pretty lively, but I really enjoy driving it. And really looking forward to starting this one. As we've said, really determined to get this, so pretty motivated. Yeah, we're going to try our best. Get in the slipstream, try to get as much as well, as fast as possible, really trying to get as close to the person in front, try and make up those positions early, and then we can just focus on just nailing those laps really. Seem to be approaching quite quickly. Slipstream is quite powerful on this game. I'm not really sure whether to dive on the inside. I'm going to do it, why not? I have a little bit of a lift. Didn't really want to touch him. Drift out wide for this one. Drift back in. Oh, clip the grass a little bit. I don't think that's going to matter. Everyone's just wiping out cones in front. There's one bouncing across the track. It's pretty amusing. It was like a tumbleweed. That's more my thing of racing cone. And just really just conservative through these corners. The car's pretty, AI is pretty slow. Get the slipstream, pull out wide and just cruise past this guy. Some of these cars do actually pull away, depends which ones they are. They're probably all running stock power settings, so it might be classed as a little bit unfair, depends how you want to look at it. And just, yeah, this is where I lost it last time. And just, yeah, just need to make sure that we don't do that again. Make sure we're always changing down into second gear. I feel like you get a lot more grip through there. And yeah, really determined to do well this time. Later on the brakes on these guys, I don't really know, he's twitching about. Just slide through on the inside. There's quite a lot of room on this track, it's quite nice here. And the AI just kind of stick to the racing line really, they don't really do much else unless they're attempting an overtake. So if you try slide through on the racing line, they don't always give you the most room, but you know, it is a computer at the end of the day. I've clipped the grass again, I just quickly just jumped off the brake pedal just to get ahead of him and then jumped straight back on. Clipping the curbs, it was pretty slow through there, but we've got the overtake move done. A little bit of bashing it, bit of understeer there, we're alright. I don't think that will class as not being very clean. You can kind of take quite a lot of curb on that corner and then take quite a lot of curb on the inside of that. You don't really gain an advantage if you do take too much curb there. You do want to take it near the apex, but too much curb definitely slows you down. There's 4 cars going through here, they're all going pretty slow as well, so I'm just going to sit behind and wait for my time to pounce. I've kind of boxed myself in here, I haven't really thought about that. Slipping slipstream, I've realised that he's gone past, so we'll do it here and try to do a late braking manoeuvre. Oh, he's going to close the door, so I've just thought I'd braked a little bit more and we'll get him on the straight. I'm not really that bothered about doing a really nice overtake. You know, we already did 2 people on the straight there, and this is the guy in first place, so we'll just nice drift past around him. Pretty quick laps, I actually think, compared to my other video at the first couple. Got through the pack a little bit quicker, only on lap 3. So, nice little bit of turning, don't want to scrub too much speed off there, drift wide, come back to the right hand side of the track, braking just, turning really early there, just before that barrier at the top there, the corner. A bit late to be talking about that corner now, and we messed up a little bit, but I still would class that as a clean race so far. I know we've taken quite a lot of curbs and things, but I'm pretty confident that that'll be okay. Early turning, power down here to the straight, change up to 6, stamp on the brakes, down to second gear. Don't want to turn in too early there, that's where I made my mistake last time. And you can just, about half, you know, just more than about 3/4 of the throttle in third there. I didn't want a full plan, didn't think I'd have that much grip, and change to 4th, just through the corner. Stamp on the brakes here, second gear, and you can put the power on quite early here. You drift out a bit wide, but you want to use all the track, it's wide for a reason. So, a lot quicker. Nearly 2.5 seconds quicker than the other laps. Obviously there's no traffic this time, but we can definitely do another second off that, so we'll see how we go. And then messed up the chicane, this chicane coming up on the other lap, so yeah, we should be able to gain some time here, I hope. Maybe not, but we'll see. So really slow, just trail braking a little bit, and a little bit early on the power there. We're drifting a little bit wide, but I still don't think we've lost that much time. Second gear here, I've tried it in third, you just get quite a lot of understeer. You can see I've kind of gone off the track a little bit there as well. But obviously the curbs are there for a reason. They're quite wide. As long as you stick to the green and don't go in the gravel, you don't really lose that much time either, unless you get quite a lot of wheel speed, which you don't really here. So it's quite useful. Stamping on the brakes just at that black mark on the other side. Accidentally flicked it into first, but it slowed me down. Little lift. Kind of. I don't really think we were completely off the track. I think there was some. I don't know. My two left wheels were tyres. Sorry, were on the apex there. I think so. Car twitching into there. Yeah, two wheels on the apex, two wheels there as well. Yeah, I'm still banking on that being a clean race. It's not been the cleanest. I could have been a lot more conservative, and that's a slower lap as well. So didn't really. I was pushing it, but didn't gain any time. So I'm pretty disappointed with that lap. But we'll plough on. So I'd be really upset if we didn't get this 50% bonus, because I know we definitely didn't touch anyone when we were doing those overtakes, and it hasn't really been that unclean. We've kissed those sausage curbs a couple of times. We've used quite a lot of these curbs here. I've turned in quite early again. I need to be a little bit, be a little bit more patient there. Early apex for this one. Don't take too much curb. It does slow you down. Try to use that apex if you can, but don't force yourself. Early turning, minimise the run down to the next corner. Dampen on the brakes again. Second gear. Obviously with a bit of throttle, could be on some more curb there, but that felt quite fast to me. I think this lap should be quicker. It hasn't been as messy as the other ones, and that's the important thing really. I think that I get a little bit too carried away when power corner there, power. Oh wow, really struggled with that one. I don't have a speech impediment. Sounded like I did there. Powering down the straights. I know that we've got nearly a second that we can shave off this. I don't really know where I'm supposed to be finding it at the moment. It's probably into this corner again. I think it's just be even more powerful on the brakes now. I don't know really. I've kind of messed it up. I don't really know if that's going to be classed as a clean lap. I don't really know why I'm pushing it. I've said I needed to be conservative, and we've not really been that. I think we were when we were doing the overtakes. So just get a little bit carried away when I'm out in front. I think that's the important part really, is not losing too much concentration, not getting a little bit too comfortable, and just making sure that you're hitting your braking markers. And you should just be braking a little bit early here. You're not trying to set world record times. If you want, I mean, you do want to beat that 10 minutes just so you are making money quick, but you know, the 330, that extra 50% has got to be more important, and I kind of keep forgetting that. So we'll see what we can do anyway. We'll hope and pray that we get that extra 50%. I'd be really chuffed if we do. Like I said, hasn't been the cleanest, and these laps are getting slower as well, so yeah, it's not been a good performance from me today. However, our luck may change and we might get this extra bonus, so all you can do is hope and pray and make sure that this last lap is clean. Really early on the brakes there, but why not? So turning a little bit later, nearly kissed the wall. So I said in the previous video that I needed to be a lot smoother off the brake pedal, and I've not really listened to my own advice. I haven't really done that. I've thrown myself out a little bit. I was a lot smoother there, and the car didn't twitch half as much into the corners as it's done a few times on the previous laps. So yeah, I need to just remember to apply all of these things. In time it'll become second nature, but you know, I haven't been doing this the longest, and so everyone has room for improvement. Even the best in the business do. And that was a slower lap as well. But we've obviously won the race. It's not difficult, it's not very taxing. And yeah, just under 10 minutes. That's actually not too bad. I think my last one was 9:57, so I'm glad we've beaten it. The laps I actually did were slower. Well, I think the majority of them were. I definitely did faster laps. And yes, we have got the extra 50% bonus and 330,000 credits prize money. Very, very, very happy with that. I wish I could show you the smile on my face. We are making some money now, and that is proof that you can do that in less than 10 minutes. 330,000 credits. Definitely worth doing. Obviously got to be level 20. If you're not, do the driving school. Get the car and do this, because it's really, really worth it. You can get the cars that you want. I can now... I already had enough money to buy the F1 car. Can't wait to buy it, and can't wait to buy whatever other car I want. It's only a couple of races. 3 races to get 1 million. I think that's that's how much the most expensive things get. So yeah, definitely worth recommending. And you get a 50% experience as well, which I didn't know you did. So yeah, really tough with that one. Level 28. I think the game needs to readdress the fact that we should be getting cars every level. I think when you're playing line, you don't really get that much XP. So you don't really climb the levels really quickly, so you wouldn't be getting a car that often. Obviously, if you're doing stuff like this, where you're getting clean races, extra 50% bonus on XP as well, I've started flying through these levels, so also a good way to get XP as well, it turns out. I've already got my daily car today, or else we would be gambling and seeing what we could get. Unfortunately, it was a pretty rubbish car. There's quite a lot of good choices. As always, in the previous video, got a GTR rally car. I was disappointed with that as well, but hopefully one day we will get a good car gifted to us, and you will be there to see it. But yeah, I'm going to wrap this one up today. It's been a pleasure as always. I will hopefully see you very soon. It was lovely. I'll see you later.